Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Killer Collab Podcast. My name is Tone Deaf in Florida, Tony D. As always, to my left, we're joined with Chris Lato from Reaper Films.
How y'all doing?
Are you doing okay?
Doing great.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Unfortunately, Joe Davison is not available today because he's actually shooting a movie in New Mexico. New Mexico. Who wants to go to New Mexico? What? Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, you can come on and join the Zoom call. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be on set all day. I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. But we'll see him next week. Hopefully that movie's doing well. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Rob Mello.
To answer the question, is whoever gets paid to go to fucking New Mexico is going to New Mexico.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. You know, if I was paid to go to New Mexico, I would go. I don't know. It's
that's not my.
Well, he's producing. He's producing.
If they paid you,
Yeah.
but they're going to New Mexico.
He's producing the movie. He's not directing. He's not in it. He's just producing it. He's just the executive producer on that movie. So technically, I think he's.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, sucks to be him.
He's just making sure it's on time, on budget, and
stand around, look at a monitor all day, get paid.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So how are we doing today?
The same thing that happened in Florida with the indie scene, and Chris, you would appreciate this.
Yeah, of course.
Is trying to happen in Indianapolis.
Right.
And because of the embalmers, I don't want that shit to happen again.
Right.
You know?
Mhm.
So I'm up here to fight for the indie scene.
Awesome.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
That's a good fight. We appreciate that fight. We want to keep our independent scene very. We want to build it up down here too. Like right now, we're still in Florida, but we would like to build it up a little bit more so, and actually just build the scene.
Right.
And,
It's about politics. It's about money. It's about
It's a lot different down here.
all sorts of.
It's a lot different down here now. Like there's really nobody doing movies. They're bringing in like Hallmark movies and shit like that.
Sadly.
But there was a lot of horror stuff going on, and since the early 2000s, and it's just kind of vanished. I think the problem is there's so many commercials being done here that a DP on a movie is going to want to get paid the same as a commercial to shoot a movie, and it's just not going to happen. We just don't have the money down here without incentives or anything like that. We can't get $1 million budgets. We're working with $10,000 budgets. And it kind of sucks, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, like we're just like handcuffed pretty much. We're limited so much, and then we're limited on talent. We're limited on just not only actors but also film crews. Like just a decent sound guy is expensive, and even down here, like the sound guys are like they're okay, but they're not like cinema Hollywood quality. They're still because there's so few.
Part of it was like when I was there in the class that I was in, and pretty much everybody in that class you'd seen on fucking TV.
Right.
Or film.
Well, shit, Rob was in my movie Crazy Lake, and every single cast member of that movie has moved. They're all like gone.
Yeah.
I know Skylar's got a.
You gotta go where the work is.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go at the bottom of the Mississippi.
Right.
Go digging for gold. You gotta go where the gold is.
Right.
Absolutely.
And, a few of them are doing pretty well. Skylar Joy got a pretty big role on the hell's the show? The Stars show, P Valley.
Oh, okay.
And she's kicking ass.
Yeah,
really well. Marvin and
Marvin's doing stuff. Marco moved out to California, and he was on the Steve Harvey show a few times. He was in the Camila Cabello music video, so he's they're all doing pretty well. And are you kidding me? Happy Death Day. I was like, it was funny because me and Jason went to see it, and we knew you were in the movie, and we thought that you'd kind of be a a small role or background extra or something, and we saw we're like, he's a fucking killer. Are you kidding me? Like, it was awesome. So we were pretty excited to see that.
It was funny to audition for it because it was an independent horror film.
Right.
And I'm like,
yeah, with a big budget.
you know,
It wasn't really a big budget. It was
$5 million. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
It blew up. I mean, it was #1 at the box office. What, 2 or 3 weeks in a row, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It did really well.
Well, after I shot it, it was after principal photography, we got picked up by Universal, and I'm reading, the dailies, and I'm like, nice, Universal, cool. I get, I'm gonna get some fucking residuals, right? And then got picked up by Blumhouse, and I was Wheelhouse.
Yeah, they're the shit right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're the #1 horror right now.
Yeah, it was really surprising to.
Now, how many days were you on set for the first one?
Sorry?
How many days were you on set for the first one?
About a month.
Oh wow, okay, all right.
Not very long.
Yeah.
My shots were really quick. Started chase a bitch around and shoot a couple motherfuckers. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, still a month is a long time compared to moving we shoot.
The nurse that I shot.
Yeah.
Dina, cool chick. I've seen her in the audition room many times. But let's see. Yeah, about a month.
Yeah. Yeah, we think about a month. Like our movies are generally 5-6 days. So what we shoot, so a month is a long time to us.
Right. Well, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. You guys know.
Sure. Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of moving parts too. I mean, it's. Do you have $5 million laying around? No.
I would love that, but
me neither. I wish.
Oh yeah. Now, how did it change for you were for the second one? You did a couple scenes in there, didn't you?
Yeah. It was funny because you get your daily rate and all that jazz, right? But I got paid for a day where all that you saw was my feet on a gurney moving into a room.
Wow.
I got paid $1,000 for that.
For that, that's crazy.
That's like selling feet
pics.
That's
fucking sexy. That's sexy as shit.
That is really good. That's like selling feet pics, man. You're like Hollywood feet pics.
It's funky, but yeah, I'm not gonna cry about that.
Hell no.
The money went into the account just the same.
Mm-hmm. and it cleared just the same too. Oh yeah, that's. So what are you working on now? Like what are you auditioning for? What are you shooting? I know I saw on your IMDb you have a couple post productions going right now.
Well, Jesus. 1883 is running right now. I think they're on the 5th episode.
Mm-hmm.
4th, 5th. Anyway, I died right about there. We are working on the pre-pro for which, by the way, Chris, if you're interested.
Hang on, is 1883? That's the Yellowstone spinoff, right?
It's the prequel, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
And Jesus,
just waking up.
Yeah, I haven't had anything.
Yeah.
With fucking water.
Come on, 32 ounces of coffee.
All right, yeah. 1883 should be on the 5th episode by now. And that's roundabout where I died.
Yeah.
And
spoiler alert.
Dun dun dun.
well, I was scheduled for 10 episodes, and health reasons.
Ow.
You know, things happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And let's see, we're going to be shooting Tin Roof at the end of May.
And you're producing
for about a week.
You wrote that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I did.
And you're a producer on that?
Sorry?
Yeah, you're producing that, right?
Yeah.
How far along in the process are you?
The Embalmers was a film that I was in last year, and the director, Rebecca, she just so had her shit together that I was like, man, you know, what do you got coming up next? You know, when you're done shooting, you have a beverage, right? I'm like, man, what do you got coming up next? You know, she's like, nothing. I gotta get a fucking straight job. And I'm like, no. And okay,
yeah,
ideally, what would you like to direct next?
Yeah.
And she was like, a fucking camp slasher.
Ooh,
bitch, I'll write it.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this. So at this very table that I'm sitting at, she was sitting right there and editing the Embalmers. I'm sitting on this end, and I was writing Tin Roof. So it was real. It was a real bohemian kind of, you know, kind of thing.
That's how we got to do it. We got to finish one and start one right after that. Because, you know, if we're not creating our own opportunities, you know, who knows when the next one's going to come. So we have to create our own and just, you know, keep the process going. Yeah.
You've got to make your own way.
Absolutely.
That's all there is to it.
I'm a firm believer in that. I think, like I said, that's why, you know, I start doing this, the podcast. I start doing, you know, working with Chris on movies, writing my own stuff. So, like I said, they're not going to come to me. I'm going to make them come. I'm going to start them. You know, I'm gonna strike the match. So, like I said, I'm a firm believer in that, and I think that's something that we have to do in this industry, especially as independent filmmakers and independent, you know, just
very much so.
Absolutely, I think that's how we promote ourselves in this industry for the independent filmmakers. You know, full support, and you know, I think that's something that we have to keep in mind. Where you know, some people just don't have the opportunities that a lot of people do, and some people don't have the mindset that a lot of us do, and so I think that's something that we have to keep key.
Some people don't have the fucking studios that you guys got. Look at you. Lord.
Trying. Yeah, we got a full operating studio here. So at we're here at Two Step Entertainment. So, you know, that's the studio we work out of. It's my studio.
I hear you, brother.
Yep. So, you know.
But it's not easy for the indie folks. Nope. And that's why it's the same thing happened in Florida. You know, just everybody, there was no work. There was no tax breaks, no money, so fuck it. Everybody had to go.
Sucks.
And we did.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad because, I mean, I like Florida. It's a little fucking crazy, but
yeah.
So am I.
That's funny because when we used to do a casting call, we would get like 80 to 100 people submit their headshots to audition. And I'm doing a movie actually in 2 weeks. We're shooting, and when I did my casting, we got maybe 40 people, and I just chalk it up to there's no actors here anymore.
Yeah.
And I think the younger crowd, you know, they're more wanting to get Instagram famous than be in a movie, which
sure
you can't really blame them. You just snap a picture.
Yeah, it's a whole lot easier. Less money.
Yeah. No effort.
No, less work.
Yeah, no effort.
Yeah. They just want to, you know, they want to feed the likes. They want to show their ass. I mean, I'm not arguing it, but you know, you gotta use your assets in layman's terms. So I mean. Maybe they don't have acting chops. Maybe they just have an ass to show. And you know what? You know, got to work with bringing it.
I know. I'm thinking that because of COVID, you know, a lot of people are just into like you said, quick.
Yep.
And not understanding that it's an art.
Right.
Absolutely.
On how to be. And that's really all acting is just a state of being. Just, if you're going to be a fucking murderer.
Yeah. You never know. You never know.
Right. So Tin Roof, you guys are raising money. You guys are raising money for Tin Roof right now. You have an Indiegogo.
Sorry?
You have an Indiegogo running right now for.
We do. We're pre-selling Blu-rays, DVDs, and original art.
Nice.
From a local indie artist, and he made the poster for us. Terrence Munson, and he actually cool little place. He runs Grayskull Collectibles in Indianapolis, and
Muncie. Why do I know that name?
Really cool. I mean, do you remember when you were kids and like the Ewok Village?
No.
Yeah.
I don't. Toys.
Someone who doesn't watch Star Wars.
The fucking Ewok Village. I mean, he's got Millennium Falcons.
Oh, like models?
So he's got like a toy
all
store?
sorts of He-Man shit.
Oh, yeah. I figured with the Grayskull. The Grayskull.
Yeah.
So
like the only fucking He-Man that I could afford that I got with, snow shoveling money.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking guy the Twister guy.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yep. I watched him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got him.
Nostalgia.
I went back to my fucking childhood when I was there, and it was just like,
that's cool.
Oh yeah, it's like a kid in the candy store. Kid in the candy store, or well, Toy Store.
Oh man, but this time I got money. But yeah, man, it was really cool to fucking hang out there, and he's a really talented artist. Terrence.
Make sure you send me the Tin Roof Indiegogo link, and I'll post it in the link in the description in the videos, and also on the Spotify and all the podcasting sites that we post to. Just let me know, get that link, and then we'll try to get that out there. So
thank you, brother.
No problem.
So are you guys shooting that in Indianapolis?
Yeah. Well, we were trying to shoot it a little bit north in Marcello, Indiana, but it was supposed to be at a Boy Scout camp, and really cool, really fucking primo, but they haven't gotten back up with us, so we're just gonna have to shoot it here.
Yeah, why not? I mean, if you have the the means, get it done. Get her done.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna shoot there. We're gonna shoot locally. We in regards to this film, though, we really, while we were writing it, dude, there was a bunch of tropes that we wanted to knock the fuck out, for a camp slasher, for instance. We didn't want the boobalicious fucking 16 to 18-year-old chick, running through the forest and whatnot.
As I wear a Camp Crystal Lake t-shirt.
So they're our age, right. And they've got kids, they've got fucking car payments, all that shit. There we go.
All good.
They've got kids, they've got car payments, they've got fucking mortgages, all that jazz.
Yep.
And so you're kind of invested in them. We developed character development, and
character art.
One of the tropes that I personally wanted to get rid of or blow out the fucking water was how gay characters are portrayed.
Yeah.
So if it's dudes, you know, they're always fucking flaming, and that's just not how. I mean, I've got tons and tons and tons of gay friends, and that's just not how they are. I mean, they can be, but that's just not how they are. And
how they're portrayed.
If they're chicks, it's one is a fucking runway model, and the other one is Rachel Maddow, and ain't saying shit about Rachel.
Nope. Nope.
What a woman. But, you know, it's these fucking tropes, and no, the deadliest character in the fucking script is queerer than a $3 bill, and him and his love, they met in the sandbox in Iraq, and just realized, wow, fuck, I love you, dude.
Yeah.
So
you never know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Boom.
Absolutely.
So I wrote the motherfucker. and you know, just in general, the fucking tropes that go along with the camp slasher is we're gonna blow them the fuck out the water. All our kills.
Yeah.
Me and Rebecca, we went at it for about a week on how to figure out the kills, and if you can tell.
Yep. Oh yeah, I see that wall. I was looking at that wall a lot. Oh yeah.
She's a bit of a horror guru, and
that's what we like. That's what we like.
So, but you know, she at the time when we were writing it, you know, I was like, all right, what about this? You know, and I've got this great fucking idea, and I go on for about 20 fucking minutes, and she's sitting there smiling and, you know, entertaining me. And then when I was done, I was like, dun, dun, dun. And she was like, you just described Friday the 13th. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
Well, that's where all our roots are. All our roots are. You know, we learned slasher movies from the Friday the 13th, from the Halloween, from the Nightmare on Elm Streets, from Sleepover Massacre or whatever it was, and that's where we learned these tropes, and that's where it kept getting beat into our minds, and this is how a horror movie's supposed to be, and this is it's a good thing that we're trying to get out of it. Just like did you watch the new Scream yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, don't fucking spoil it.
I will not.
I'll wait for this fucking.
I will not. I promise. We were talking about pre-show, but we like when things go back to basics.
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. Yeah, for the most part.
Oh shit! For the most part. Huh?
For the most part.
It's my fourth favorite Scream. It's his third.
It's my number 3 out of all 4. So I go 1, 4, 5, and then then 2, and then 3. Yeah, that's how my order for those go.
Whatever Drew is in, I'm into it.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Love her.
All the rest of them can go. As long as Drew's in it, I'm good. But oh shit! What the fuck were we talking about?
The kills and doing something out of the ordinary, and and she was describing Friday the 13th, and yeah,
it was the kills. The kills are. Well, she wanted Beck really wanted a drawing quarter, and I'm like, it's in the middle of the fucking forest. How the fuck are you gonna do that? So I've got to demonstrate. So I was baked with my kiddo, and I'm pacing, thinking,
Yeah.
Fuck. And I tripped over the there was shit. See, this is what happens when I don't have fucking coffee. I tripped over the fucking hose, and I'm like, ding, fucking light goes off.
Yeah.
Gear snares. One snare, get your leg, automatically you trip, and your other foot goes forward, snare, snare, snare.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice. Pop. Everywhere.
Ooh,
Disembodied. Disembodied.
The kills are going to be fucking brutal. And that's kind of the key to...
Do you have a good special effects artist?
We got Joe Castro, for fuck's sake.
Nice.
We got Joe fucking Castro.
There you go.
So are you guys going with like Mass Killer or Who Done It or like?
I'm not gonna give everything away to you.
You don't have to. You know, I want to see it with fresh eyes. I want to, you know. I think that kill right there already sold me too much. You know, I want to see that on screen. I just want to see the disembodied.
What I'm gonna say is that one of the things, the tropes of the industry, is that I've got a woman directing a camp slasher.
Yeah.
I've got a woman shooting the camp slasher. Oh, I really want to say more, but I can't.
No, don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
I don't mean to leave you. You know.
Oh no, you know, you got to sell the movie. And I think you're selling it pretty good there. It's
very well written, if I do say so myself.
You just did.
Me and Beck, you know, kind of, we had a couple reads between us. You know, she did all the females, I did all the males, and, you know, just so that it was conversational.
Yes.
And because I hate that shit about films that are, like, you know, not fucking conversational. It doesn't flow.
Yeah,
well.
The dialogue, you know.
I really hate that shit.
Yeah, you got to have good dialogue.
Yeah. So
as I look at Chris, because Chris's movies don't really have too much dialogue.
You say,
well,
they're not my movies.
That's not.
Well, his and Sean.
Maybe that's all I give a fuck about.
Oh well. Yeah.
No, I had a really good time on Crazy Lake, man.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
I wasn't there for all of it, but I was there long enough to make a bunch of friends, and
yeah, it was a great set.
You know, it was a good film. Tom.
That's how we build community.
It was really cool to meet Tom and hang out with him, and you know.
Like I said, that's how we build our communities. Oh yeah, the ladies, always the ladies. Some beautiful ladies.
When you have ladies in bikini the whole time,
I'm married, dude. I guess
oh man, but you know, that's how we build our communities. You know, we have good sets. You meet a lot of people. You bring a lot of new people in, and that's how you build it. Like you just keep branching and have seven degrees of Kevin Bacon. Pretty much, you're just building that as you go. So that's what we have to do, and that's how you find people for future projects. You know. You work with somebody that you like, and then you want to work with them again in another movie, and then, you know, just keep branching that off. And that, like I said, that's how we.
So long as they're confident. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
absolutely.
And that's how we build our independent movie community, and I think that's something that's key that we need to do. All right.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Have you been doing a lot of conventions?
I
know you were
last year. Shit, man. I was supposed to, but. Because of 1883, shit, that was like 2.5 months.
Wow.
I just booked out. Can't do shit. But yeah, I've been to Cincy and Indy and Texas and North Carolina. Just a few of them.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's still a lot of travel. That's a good amount of travel still. Indy, North Carolina. I mean, where in North Carolina?
Well, I mean, as long as they book me on Delta, I'm okay with that. I'll get those extra miles.
Nice. I have so many unused miles that they won't let me use.
That sucks.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Nah, it's really cool to go to the conventions and whatnot, because I didn't realize this, but that, you know, guests don't go to the after parties,
Like
which
Drunk
is
Fest.
fucking weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
You should go to the after party, stupid.
Yeah.
Actually, Horahound, no, it was Casey Crypticon, Kansas City, and it was Sid's last gig. Before his last film.
Yeah.
But that was I got to hang out with him and have a beverage, and it was really cool.
Well, it's good to have those moments. You'll never forget those moments.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at I know you did Vengeance 2, the Friday the 13th. Is that the fan film? Vengeance 2, Friday the 13th?
Yeah. Well, it has to be.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah.
You know,
the Cunningham deal and the whole, yeah,
litigation and whatnot. But
that ended though. I don't know what the outcome was technically.
I don't know, but this was before that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a friend of mine, Jason Brooks. He had a table next to me when we went to New Jersey HorrorCon.
That's where I'm from Jersey.
It was Atlantic City.
That's where I'm from. That's my hometown.
It's cold as fuck.
That's why I'm here.
But he invited me. My scene mate was actually Tom. He directed, I think it was part 6.
Oh.
6? I don't know. There's too many. But I got killed by CJ.
Nice.
So.
Not many people could say that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like that.
I'm sure a lot of people could fucking say that. CJ's a big fella.
Wow. I mean, but by what he was playing Jason, you know, well, Jason has one of the highest body counts in all of cinema, doesn't he? Like 130 or something like that.
13 movies.
13
right? 12 movies. 13.
Yeah, and then I think there's 5 mainstream fan films. They got Never Hike Alone, Never Hike Alone 2, Vengeance, Vengeance 2.
Don't Fuck in the Woods.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, that's a rule.
I love that fucking title, man.
That's a rule too.
That's a great title.
Don't Fuck in the Woods.
Oh man. So now, so you don't do any conventions for like Happy Death Day? You don't try to do anything?
Yeah.
Promotions?
Yeah, I go. I've got a personal appearances agent. Chris Majors. He represents a fuck ton of them. But I was actually his first client, because he hit me up to sign about like a dozen masks, from Happy Death Day.
Yep.
And
Babyface.
Yeah. And he was like, man, what? You ever think about doing any conventions? And I'm like, well, I've done one. I did HorrorHound in Cincinnati. And I was like, well, I haven't really gotten any gigs.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, shit, let me make a couple phone calls. And within a week, I had 4 fucking gigs. I'm like,
hell yeah.
You want a job, dude? And so he was like, this fucking dog. But now he's got, man, probably 150 clients.
Oh, yeah.
Corey Glover, coolest fuck to me. Oh my god. When I met him, I fangirled like a motherfucker, dude. You know, Richie Ramone, and I mean,
well, the convention circuit is huge. Like, you can literally go anywhere and be in the convention circuit, and it's just there's just so many out there going. Everyone has a con. Like, there's a con for literally everything. There's a con every month you can go to, like in every state.
But I mean, it's kind of complicated because if you're in, say, Pittsburgh, right, for a weekend, and the next weekend you go to Philly, that's not going to do because people are going to travel to get to that con. Yeah. You know, so it's. I just sit back and, you know, I smoke a cigarette and have a beer and just fucking let my guy do his work. You know what I mean?
That's what we pay for.
Way smarter than I am.
That's what we pay them for.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. So do you have anything that you want to shout out before the end of the show? You want to shout out? I know you got the Indiegogo for Tin Roof.
Yeah. I'll send you the link.
Sure, man. That'll be in the description below. So
I've got to go. Speaking of cons, it's sad. Young lady I met at the Indie Horror Hunt, Days of the Dead, rather. Sorry. She had passed recently, and I've been invited to. Yeah. Fuck. It's just mortality.
Yeah. I had a friend who I worked on a TV show with. She just passed away not too long ago, about 2 weeks ago.
Fucking sad, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But this is why we live.
Absolutely. Yep. So we live for the moments.
Yeah, Indiegogo is should be in the link down below.
Down in the description. Absolutely. It will be down there.
I'm getting old.
Right down there. All good. Rob Mello, I just want to thank you for joining us on Killer Collab Podcasts. Rob Mello.
Thanks for having me, brother.
No problem.
Oh, man, I appreciate it.
My name is Tony D, Tone Deaf from Florida. As always, joined with Chris Lato from Reaper Films. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Stay happy. Stay healthy.